what you want to see. Come into my world.
So the first issue I have with K-pop YouTubers is stating opinions as fact or hate. This one is very self-explanatory, but nevertheless is still relevant and I would like to talk about it. There's so many K-pop YouTubers who push their opinions on their viewers and literally block out all other opinions on that matter. It's even funnier when they ask for other people's opinions about their opinions stated in their video and then reply rudely and ignoring their opinion. Like, why would you ask for other people's opinions on your topic if you're just going to block everybody else out? Like, that is very hypocritical and unnecessary. So my second issue is degrading K-pop idols as if they aren't real people. I don't know why K-pop fans cannot get this in their heads, but they just forget that K-pop idols are real people. So they make videos like worst idol producer or worst K-pop singer, dancer, rapper, whatever. I'm not going to state the YouTuber's name, but I was disgusted by a video made by them talking about the worst idol producers. In that video, they bashed Bang Chan from Stray Kids on his producing skills, saying that he was the absolute worst producer. There's so many things wrong with that video, but the biggest two, one going back to the problem of using opinions as facts. In the comment of the video, a YouTuber responded to the comments of constructive criticism about how they were being rude to Bang Chan and roasting him as a person, not based on his skills. But they answered back rudely, not even trying to hear the constructive criticism. Secondly, she did not critique Chan's skills, she full out insulted him as a person. People need to remember that critiquing does equal insults, especially because they are people too. They have feelings, their own opinions, and they deserve to be treated as such. Number 3, using trends to hate on idols. So this just kind of goes off what I said earlier, but people are using YouTube trends to hate on idols instead of giving criticism or opinion. So like above what I said, worst idol producers, like how is that going to give criticism? Like you can literally just say, especially when people just say like, oh, he's the worst because he made this song, this song, and this song, naming songs that they don't like, or naming specific songs or like looks idols had to say that they hate that idol and that's not their bias. Like that's not okay. It's not an opinion. That's just full on hate because you dislike something. If you go to give an opinion of why you don't like something, at least give actual reasons and examples and not hating on the person or the song as a whole. Number 4 is definitely the pure hypocrisy of YouTubers. They always be calling out others when they literally do the same thing. Like I really hate when people make videos about toxic YouTuber trends and then say I hate it when they do this and then when they're actively doing it themselves. Like really? Why? And also, which I will touch on more later, the picking sides of people in scandals and then getting mad at other people for talking about it so much even though they listen to and post stuff about other people talking about the same scandal. Like why are we doing this? Why are we picking sides and talking about other people when they're picking sides when you're picking sides too? This trend goes on and on and on, and I can give so many examples, but I'll just keep it like this for now. So the 5th thing that I hate about K-pop YouTubers is the trend K-pop YouTubers I don't like. This trend, at first I didn't even know about it, but now I see so many and it's like really concerning. So at first I was going to make a video like this. This is what this original video was going to be. But then I was like, let's talk about the toxicity. Let's not give in to this big trend that is just hating on idols for things they can't help. And so like, I don't want to add more of that into that, talking about people who do this, and also blatantly naming channels, which just adds fuel to the fire and builds that channel's audience and attention. So this is kind of reminds me of the thing people were doing with Ali London. Yes, I hate bringing them up. People were giving them attention that just made them start acting out even more for the things that people were calling them out for. The sixth thing that annoys me in K-pop YouTubers is not doing enough research for news-related content and being misleading. This is just plain terrible if you call yourself informing people on the news when you don't know what you're talking about yourself. I'm again not going to say the name, but this one channel became popular about talking about BTS-related news, and as I watched their channel, I realized how much clickbait and false information they made for videos just for clicks. If you're going to make videos like these, they should be really true in what you're talking about, and you should not be using clickbait. It doesn't make any sense. People are coming for you for information about group and news related to them. You shouldn't be using clickbait or false information. People are putting their trust in you and getting nothing out of it. And again, they're going around to other people spreading false information until nobody knows what is the true thing at all. Okay, so number 8, it's the anti-blackness, not knowing the definition of racism and cultural appropriation. So this is a big issue that a lot of channels have covered, but well, unfortunately, it still happens a lot. I know there's been a lot of content creators calling themselves spreading awareness, but not being able to explain these terms correctly. We need to be careful in quickly saying something is racist / anti-black / cultural appropriation. We might not know the definition or the context of the situation. Example being, a YouTuber, Everglow-up, which many of you might have heard of, made a video about the situation with Han from Stray Kids when he made that rap when he was 13. People were quick to label him a racist without knowing the whole story. Not saying what he did wasn't wrong, of course, but also some people were just super entitled and didn't allow a correction from people that are black when they are wrong. So there are also some YouTubers that don't care about these terms and are just anti-black in general, and that's just a whole nother issue. But all this to say, it's amazing to spread awareness about these kinds of issues, but we need to make sure we're well educated at the same time and being willing to take criticism from people of that culture, in this case black people, if we do or say something wrong. And I'll add a link in the description below of this video about Everglow-up and another video that I found really helpful where she explains the same thing I'm kind of talking about right here. Okay, so number 8 is giving 2 cents on K-pop tea and fandoms that they have nothing to do with. It makes zero sense to talk about K-pop problems of other fandoms without any research or any help from the people in that fandom if you're not even a part of it. Especially commenting on your own opinions when you don't even have the whole backstory. Like, so number 9 is a session with minors. Well, I know why this is a thing a little bit, only because nowadays K-pop groups are debuting too many minors, and it's different in some groups. Like, I give a pass to some groups like BTS, because when they first debuted the Maknae line, they were mostly minor, and that's just the Maknae line, that's just 3 bibbers. But now in groups, or even more of the groups, are minors, and because of this, the normal sexual, unfortunately, content that people are making about K-pop idols is getting worse, because since these idols are minors, this content is technically really disturbing. And right now I feel like the bulk of this content is from an hyphen, especially with like Nicki and Jung, especially Nicki though. But it's just really disgusting and disturbing when people are doing this because he is so young. Like, seriously, y'all. Just because we have groups now with minors doesn't mean y'all can keep making this sort of content. It's really disturbing and not right at all. Okay, so number 10 is fanfics. There is so too many to name, but I think I've seen some on YouTube that are just so graphic that I'm surprised we're even able to get uploaded on YouTube. There's a certain extent I think fanfics should go, because I do enjoy reading some, not the ones on YouTube, but I do feel like people should keep in mind that the people they are writing about are actually real people. So the jokes and stories we create need to be something that will be okay with the actual idols reading. If not, we should probably not write it.